The greatest three-point shooter in Rice men's basketball history and one of the hottest names out on the transfer portal, Quincy Olivari, is taking his talents to the Big East to play at the University of Xavier. And look who it is, the Musketeer of the hour. First of all, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Second of all, why Xavier?
You know, from the jump, I think I entered the portal March 25th, and I was talking with Coach Cohen yesterday. From March 26th, they've been on me, and they've made it clear that I was a priority. Sean Miller called me that Sunday, and that phone call with Sean Miller gave me chills. Like, the life he's spoken to me as a coach and how he believed in me, it was different. And everything else along with the team, the platform, everything just felt right. And I knew, it took me a while to figure it out, but my mom knew, Daniel knew, Coach Para knew, a lot of people around me knew that was the right fit. But once it clicked for me, I knew that was the right place to be.
I mean, you just have the biggest smile on your face right now. What's going through your mind as the decision is now done?
It's over. You know, I feel great. You know, I definitely feel like I made the right decision, because now at this point, all I can do is smile and just and rep my T-shirt and just get excited to get up to campus and work.
Coming out of high school, you were under-recruited. Now, in your last year of eligibility, your phone won't stop blowing up as teams want your services. What kind of goes through your mind when you think about the journey to put yourself in this position like this?
God, he's amazing. And I know I can only thank my support system, you know, my family, the coaching staff, my friends. A lot of people were very instrumental in me getting here, but God and hard work, you know, that's the only thing I can think of, because I can remember that kid worried about what his future would look like before his senior year started, because all I was talking to was Cornell. And when I see where I am now, it's like the work that I put in these past 4 years, the dedication to get to know God as my Lord and Savior, and everyone else who was around me to help me, it's amazing to just look back and reminisce on that.
Last time we spoke, it was at the Final Four, and you told me as you were narrowing down your choices, you want to play at a place where you could be on the biggest stage like what we were watching here in Houston for the Final Four. What gives you the confidence that that opportunity resides in Cincinnati, Ohio?
Sean Miller, his track record. You know, Sean Miller is a outstanding head coach. He's a Hall of Fame head coach, in my opinion. He's seen a lot of NBA players. He's seen the big stage. You know, when I walked through my visit Saturday, we walked up the stairs and saw the pillars on the concourse and the Elite Eights, the Sweet 16s. They're just like one piece away from making that next jump, and just being in that environment, it just spoke to me. And like I said, the first phone call with Sean Miller, that was the only phone call out of the 40 plus schools I talked to where I remember calling my mom and was like, Mom, like, I had chills talking to this man. Like, he spoke life into me. And although everyone else was trying to pitch why their school was the best, why I should come to them, Sean Miller came at me, and it was hard to describe. And looking back now, that was yeah, Xavier's where I need to be.
You mentioned your mom now. Before the interview, she made sure that I had to mention you changing your number to number 5.
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
You know, so I told my mom when I was first changing schools and Xavier came for my home visit, Xavier had told me that 4 is wide open. I said, I don't want to be number 4. I either want to be number 1 or number 5. And my mom, no, I want to keep number 4. I want to keep number 4, but I was adamant on number 5, and I said, Ma, here's why I want to change number 5. I searched it up. What does number 5 mean in the Bible? 5 means God's grace and favor towards his humans. And I feel like I'm one of God's favorites, because I sure do have a story to tell. You know, it's a lot of trials and tribulations, adversity that I've been through that a lot of people don't really know about. And I think the fact that I'm still standing here today, shining, it proves that God favors me, and he really loves me. And I think number 5, walking around and being on the court on national TV, proving that and showing and representing him with that number will mean a lot to me.
I can tell your faith means a lot to you.
Yes, sir. I walk around with this Joshua 1:9 bracelet, and it reads, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed, for your God is with you wherever you go." And I purposely wear it on my right wrist, the wrist that I broke, because every time I look down at the wrist, I'm always reminded that the Lord is with me.
You mentioned that you feel like you're God's favorite. You'll be one of the Musketeers' favorites very soon as you head up to Cincinnati. What are those fans getting in Quincy Olivari?
Outside of a basketball player, an amazing person. You know, I love to joke around. You know, when I got up there, I became quickly good friends with Desmond Claude, and you know, I think being out there in that arena around a bunch of fans who care a lot about basketball, they'll see that I'm more than just a basketball player, and I'm a great human being also. I love to joke around. I love to go out and be in the community, talk to kids, build Legos. Like I love to do a lot of things outside of basketball, and they'll see that being around me will be very fun. You know, and I think that was the biggest thing that the Xavier coaching staff harped on was if it's my character on why they recruited me. They know that I can score, I can shoot, I can play basketball, but my character speaks volume also.
You had a front row seat to watch the now national champions UConn win it all here in Houston, and now you get a chance to play them twice a year out there in the Big East. What excites you the most as you head out there to a really big basketball conference where basketball is king out in that area?
The biggest stage, that excites me. You know, I feel like these past 4 years I put in a lot of work to show that I can perform on that level. And from what I've heard about the Big East, Storrs, Connecticut is a place to be. I'm excited to be in those environments and play. But, you know, just I'm excited to play everywhere. I mean, I don't know much about Omaha, Nebraska, but flying out there will be fun, and
Creighton,
just being in a
St. John's,
yes, but
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden is gonna be crazy. I just know it doesn't matter how many Nike coats I get, I won't be ready for the cold. I know that for sure. I won't be ready for the cold, you know. And I think I tell a lot of people now that was the reason I chose Rice over Cornell, because I did not want to go to New York, but now I have to go to New York.
You'll be out there east in some of that cold weather. You mentioned Rice there. You're leaving the Rice Owls as the best three-point shooter in school history. When you look back on your time here, how would you sum it all up?
One word, two words: perseverance and persistence. You know, when I came in, I thought I would come in, be one and done, and change the program and leave, but it was a lot. It was a culture shock, and it was a culture shock in a positive way though, because it showed me that it's always another level that you can tap into as a person, but also as a basketball player, and it helped make me the basketball player and man I am today. You know, Coach Perry and that staff.
No, you're really happy, but I think the happiest people right now are the people in Conference USA who don't have to deal with you anymore, as you are now the Big East problem, and Quincy Olivari heads to Xavier to play for Sean Miller and the Musketeers. Quincy, thanks for joining us, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.